The klaxons wailed across the Zephyrian command vessel's stellar wind, their piercing shriek cutting through the usual hum of the ship's systems. Commander Vextai's four eyes widened as the crimson alert signals bathed the bridge in an ominous glow. "Report," the commander barked, his translucent blue skin rippling with anxiety patterns that his crew knew all too well. Navigation Officer Krillth's tentacles danced frantically over her console. "Sir, long-range sensors have detected a vessel entering the outer edge of Sector 7 Alpha. It's broadcasting human identification codes." A collective intake of breath swept across the bridge. The Zephyrians had heard the stories, passed down through military channels and whispered in the darkest corners of galactic cantinas. Stories of a species that had clawed its way from a single world to challenge empires that had existed for millennia. "Vessel classification?" Vextai asked, though he dreaded the answer. It's a battleship, sir. The computer identifies it as UES Indomitable." The commander's skin went completely pale, losing all color. The United Earth ship Indomitable was legendary even among human vessels. It had single-handedly broken the siege at Proxima Station, outmaneuvered an entire Kraxan fleet at the Battle of Wolf 359, and somehow survived a direct hit from a planet-killer weapon during the Andromedan incident. "How is that even possible?" whispered Communications Officer Thyssera from her station. The last reports placed human forces 3 sectors away, engaged with the hegemony. Vextai activated the ship-wide communication system. "All hands, this is your commander. We have a situation. Stand down from our current operation and prepare for diplomatic protocols." The irony wasn't lost on him. They had been preparing to raid a defenseless trading post, confident that no major powers operated in this remote sector. The Zephyrian Empire had built its reputation on such calculated strikes against weaker civilizations. But humans were different. "Sir," Krillth's voice trembled, "the human vessel is hailing us." On screen, the main view screen flickered to life, revealing the bridge of the human battleship. The captain was a weathered woman with graying hair and steel-gray eyes that seemed to pierce right through the screen. Behind her, Vextai could see other humans moving with the casual efficiency that marked professional military personnel. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the UES Indomitable," the human said, her voice carrying an unmistakable note of authority. "We've detected your vessel in proximity to the Kepler trading station." "State your business." Vextai's throat sac constricted. The humans had somehow detected their approach to the station from across the sector. Their sensors were supposed to be primitive compared to Zephyrian technology. "We are conducting routine patrol operations," he managed to reply. "The Zephyrian Empire has legitimate interests in this region." Captain Chen's expression didn't change, but somehow her presence seemed to intensify. "Funny thing about routine patrols, Commander? They usually don't involve jamming communication frequencies and deploying stealth fields." The Zephyrian bridge fell silent. Their advanced cloaking technology had been useless. "Now," Chen continued, "here's how this is going to work. You're going to power down your weapons, disengage your stealth systems, and proceed to the edge of this sector. Any deviation from that course will be problematic." "You dare threaten the Zephyrian Empire?" Vextai found a spark of indignation. "We outnumber human forces 100 to 1. A slight smile played at the corners of Chen's mouth. "Do you know why this ship is called the Indomitable, Commander?" Before Vextai could respond, his tactical officer's voice cut across the bridge. "Sir, the human ship, it's not just one vessel. Our sensors are detecting at least 12 other human ships decloaking around us. They've surrounded our entire formation without us noticing." The main screen shifted to show the tactical display. Human vessels materialized from seemingly empty space, their angular hulls bristling with weapons that the Zephyrian database classified as extremely hazardous. Each ship was smaller than the Zephyrian cruisers, but their positioning was perfect. Every angle of escape covered, every weapon system targeted. "The Indomitable earned her name," Captain Chen continued calmly, "because humans don't know how to quit. We don't surrender, we don't retreat, and we certainly don't let bullies pick on defenseless trading stations." Vextai felt his command authority crumbling. In 30 years of service, he had never encountered anything like this. Humans didn't just fight. They fought smart, they fought together, and they fought for principles that other species barely understood. "I'm transmitting new coordinates to your navigation system," Chen said. "Follow them exactly. Any attempt to deviate, any hostile action, any delay, and you'll discover why most of the galaxy has learned to take a different route when they hear the words. Warning, a human battleship has entered the sector. As the Zephyrian fleet began its reluctant withdrawal, Vexte couldn't help but wonder how a species that had only recently achieved interstellar travel had managed to become the boogeyman of half the galaxy. Perhaps it was their unpredictability, their refusal to accept defeat, or their inexplicable tendency to fight hardest when the odds were worst. Whatever the reason, as the Indomitable watched them retreat, Vexte made a mental note to recommend that this sector be marked as off-limits in all future Zephyrian military operations. Some fights, he had learned, simply weren't worth picking.